What's going on, fragrance family? Welcome to another episode of Taking a Test Drive. This series is where I wear a scent on my skin as my scent of the day for several days, including today. This scent is from my own personal collection, and it's time to give you my thoughts before it goes into the vault for a full-fledged review. Today's test drive is on the house of Rania J. And we're kind of introducing the brand on my channel today because this was unboxed in a big unboxing, so it didn't really have a standalone video. So you can't type in Rania J and find it on my channel. So today's the actual first video on this brand. I bought this back in 2019, and today's my first time actually really talking about it on my channel, and I'm excited. This is a gem of a fragrance, by the way, so don't click off just yet. This fragrance right here, of course, Ambre Loup, has a huge following. It is the one fragrance from the brand that gets a lot of love, and then a lot of the others kind of don't get much love in the community. There's some, don't get it wrong, there's some fragrance heads on YouTube that talk about other fragrances of this brand, and I salute them. But don't get it wrong. Rania J as a brand isn't just one hype train fragrance brand, and then we call it a day. This video, we're done. No. It's a solid brand. It's not a big brand. She doesn't have a huge catalog of fragrances, but we're gonna start here, of course, this one that had a hype train, and then we're gonna start talking about the other ones. But a brand that I would say, she's got a tobacco one, she's got a leather-based one, a nude-based one, among others, amber, of course. So a lot of great notes here. Singular notes in fragrances, and she's a magician with amber, at least here. So let's go under the hood with Ambre Loup, and I can't wait to start delving into this one. So release date was back in 2012. The nose is Rania Juani, and the major notes to my nose are vanilla, labdanum, lots of that, and cloves. As you know, this is my scent of the day, but I am going to spray it in the back of my hand to remind me of this introduction, but the dry down is on me right now. So let's delve into it. As you may know, amber is an accord. It's created by a combination of resins, vanilla, and the labdanum. Boatload of all of this in Ambre Loup. Ambre Loup is one of the best in the amber game. And I know I'm hyping this stuff, but it's worth it. So let's delve into the introduction. And there's just a handful of fragrances that can put that smile on my face immediately. The opening of Ambre Loup, of course, very complex, but it starts very, the first things that gravitate towards my nose, and there's a lot of stuff here, but the balsams come into play and the spices. I absolutely love the blend of spices here with the warm ambery accord. The thing I love about Ambre Loup is this isn't just an ambery, syrupy fragrance, but it has multiple layers, which you feel immediately. Like fragrances like, I'm just gonna try to name some here, Grand Soir, Ambre Absolute, kind of staying zoop, zoop. You only get like that ambery accord, which is beautiful. It's gorgeous in those type of fragrances, but there's not much layers. And I love a fragrance like this that has a lot of things pulling you in. It has that syrupy, crystallized, almost ambery feel to the scent, but it also has so much more to it. The labdanum in this release, gorgeous. Yeah, it's the star of the show in my opinion. It shows its leathery touches almost immediately. It pairs itself with a beautiful clove note. This clove note, think about, it's almost as good as the one in Musc Ravageur. Not as potent or big, but it's there. You got that clove in there, and it really warms this thing up. There's a good amount of Puru balsam here that gives the scent that syrupy, sweet tree sap quality, almost kind of piney. It almost gives the scent a cinnamon spice-like quality, which you can definitely smell in this release. You can smell that cinnamon-like spice in Ambre Loup. Sweet vanilla comes through, of course, and woody aspects start showing, and they play a solid role in this release. In this really busy opening, they may get lost in transit. I don't think the vanilla will get lost. You can really smell it, but the woody accord or the woody aspects in here can be lost in the busy opening, but they will play a much larger role in the dried out of Ambre Loup. At times while wearing this scent, the cloves and the cinnamon from the Poru balsam matched with the sweetness from the vanilla, which is almost like a vanilla extract. It gives the scent almost an air of gourmand. It doesn't go gourmand, it really does not. It's very resinous, balsamic. It really is that ambery glow that you're thinking of. But there's some touches here and there that's making me think of, pastry or something like that, gourmand, that vanilla, that cinnamon, that clove. Really beautiful, beautiful aspect of this release. Now the two big, I would say less obvious touches in Ambre Loup are two things here. One of them is a animalic touch. Because in the name there's loup, which is wolf in French, I always think this one is giving me animalic touches. Now it could have some in there, no problem, but it just feels like it's there sometimes it's not. It doesn't overly feel animalic to me. Like it's not like there's a bunch of civet in here. Some people are saying this is the oud giving this fragrance animalic touch. Also, there's kind of like a saltiness quality in this scent. And it's a rare addition to a scent that is very dark, in my opinion. I don't know where that's coming from either. So there's two things here in this 7-day wearing. And again, 7 days, perfectly fine for a fragrance review. As you can tell, I can give you a fragrance review in 7 days with 99% of fragrances. This one right here, I need more time. I feel like those two items, yeah, they could be from oud, and I could say there's some saltiness from Ambre Gris, and then we end it there. Those could be the two culprits. I'll go with that for now, but I really want to delve more into this release. But there is a little bit of that saltiness, and I missed it in the couple wearings, but then I started going in deeper in this release, and I started thinking, is there animalic touches here, or is it just me? Is there saltiness in here, or is it just me? Like things like labdanum, Poru balsam, vanilla, woods, gaiac wood, all that kind of cloves, easy peasy. I can do that. But those two kind of played games with me. So the opening itself, as you can tell, very complex. It brings like a frag head like me that loves like different types of fragrances. Complexity is the name of the game, and I absolutely love it here. It's dry, it's thick, it's syrupy, it's deep, it's smoky. There's some balsamic qualities here. There's some resinous stickiness. It's daring, it's bold, it glows of amber. Everything here is expertly put together. First of all, they really share the bulk of the fragrance. I don't know how so many aspects in an introduction you can get, but it's still built so well. Ambre Loup, as far as an interesting introduction, this has done it. It is one of the best in the game. Now let's get into the dry down of Ambre Loup. Now the heart continues to show two major pillars of this release. On one side, you have that labdanum, which is huge in this release, and it continues to throw off, and vanilla. These are both strong primary notes in this release. And I would say the labdanum is a major piece in the opening that it really sticks out. And the vanilla is kind of almost a secondary. You can smell it, but it really gets stronger in this dry down. Now the labdanum gave me kind of a leathery appeal up top. Yeah, that makes sense. But then at times in this heart to the deep dry down, I felt like a tobacco-like quality here in the heart. And paired with the vanilla, it started making me think tobacco vanille. I'm like, Tom Ford? And it makes sense because I'm getting a tobacco, I'm getting a syrupy vanilla, and I'm also getting spices, which tobacco vanille, really not a lot of people talk about the spices in that release, but they are there. And it really kind of gave me a tobacco vanille vibe here. Not saying it's compared to tobacco vanille, it's not. It kind of pulls a lot from Amber Absolute, and I hate to start talking about Tom Ford's here, but tobacco vanille, Amber Absolute, a little bit of that, maybe some tobacco oud in here. The vanilla itself, like I said, is a heavy, syrupy, almost vanilla extract type of good. I love my vanillas like that. When my vanillas aren't white and fluffy, but they're brown and syrupy and sticky, the ones I like. You get some light smoke from the Gaiac wood and some sawdust cedar here. So you're getting more of those woods coming through, and it will give this scent some dark woody aspects in the back end of the scent. I think they're more building blocks than anything else. So at this point, you have a really good woody base, dancing with some resins. Of course, that vanillic properties, but that smoky Gaiac is really nice in the base. Overall, Ambre Loup, well constructed, all-star amber release. Highly worth a sniff. If you haven't smelt this one, what you doing? Now let's get into seasons, day, night, versatility, and performance. Seasons, fall and winter. This is a dark scent. Fall and winter, again, you know, you can wear things whenever you want. Fall and winter are the best seasons for it. Day or night, I feel like this is more of a nighttime scent. Versatility. I want to go average, but I don't think average. I think below average as far as versatility goes. You can't just wear this every day. For me in these Canadian winters, I could, but we'll go below average on versatility. Now, performance. This is where this thing shines. And these type of fragrances, you need performance. I don't know. Like, you can be big and bold like this and not have performance. That's fine. I'll still like you. But I love you when you're getting 10 plus hours as far as longevity projection is beast mode. And Ambre Loup performance, longevity is 10 plus hours, 100%. Projection, average. So it's not beast. It has huge longevity. Every single wearing, it lasts. Projection, it throws off in the first, I would say, 2 to 4 hours. And that's even pushing it. It throws off beast mode, we'll say, but then it comes back and it's more of a closer to the skin type of scent. So it's not one of those that just keeps giving you big aura. But this one right here, still good. It's still really, really good as far as performance goes. So my final thoughts on Ambre Loup before it goes into the vault, and this is going to be an epic fragrance review. After 7 days of testing, I still don't get the full grasp of the scent. There's still more to discover. That's telling me I'm going to have a hell of a review for all of you. So my final thoughts on Ambre Loup. This scent brings me to so many all-star scents. And once a scent like this, again, is it unique? Yeah. But it brings me to big names. Like if you like Grand Soir from MFK, sniff this. You like Chergui? Sniff this. You like Muscadet, sniff this. Tobacco Vanille, that's just to name a few. And those are all almost 10 out of 10s here. Going straight up 10 out of 10s. And this is being compared to them. And again, it's from me, so take it with a grain of salt. But I feel like this release is up there. This is aiming for a perfect 10 club fragrance review. So if you like those scents, if you like Tobacco Vanille, Chergui, Muscadet, Grand Soir, you like those kind of scents, boom, right here. Again, I could name a whole bunch of other fragrances that are some of my favorites, but Ambre Loup, great. Highly recommended from me, highly. This will be in talks as a best in class in the amber game, 100%. So now, unfortunately for you, I'm done with Ambre Loup for now. It's going to go in the vault. It needs more testing. But it's time for you to hit us up in the comments below. Have you smelt Ambre Loup? Have you smelt others from the brand? Because this one has a hype train. A lot of people have smelt this because of the hype. But it'd be nice to see what others have you smelt. I'm looking forward to reading your comments on this release. A great one. At the end of the day, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your amber-based fragrance wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.